Hello, beautiful souls. This is going to be a collective reading for the week of April 22nd. We have a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd, so that's going to be heavily influencing the energy. But as I've pulled these cards and as I've looked into this energy, there is kind of a lot going on. But the first thing that I want to talk about is this energy of beginnings and transformation. Okay, there's like a very transformative energy afoot right now. And along with this energy of new beginnings and transformation, there is an energy of like maybe feeling a little stuck, maybe not being able to make decisions, feeling some decision paralysis. They're indicating to me here that like we don't have all the information yet. So as I'm looking into this upcoming week, that could be a huge part of what is happening in this week. We could be getting information. Something could be revealing itself to us. And this can be very good. You know, this could also be something that we have to process. It doesn't have to be bad. But I do feel like there may be people kind of like telling on themselves, or there could be some like people admitting or things coming to light that are very revealing about the people and the connections in our life. Okay, so pay attention to that. Remember, if you're feeling like stuck or if you've been feeling stuck, you just might not have all the information yet, and that's okay. This week kind of feels like a very revealing time where we might be getting some of that information. And I do feel like that could come in pretty quickly here. And with that energy of forward motion and quick movement and change, moving, travel, change, kind of all happening very quickly. I feel like this sudden information or sudden shift is going to kind of change the trajectory. You may already be feeling that. Okay, and if you're not, I definitely think that this is going to help us figure out what direction we're moving in, make some decisions that maybe we've been holding off on. But pay attention this week to, I just like threw that card. Pay attention this week to how the information is coming through. There's a big emphasis here too on paying attention to your energy. So spending time on like your creative endeavors, doing things that make you feel aligned, like a lot of self-care and maintenance this week to keep your feet on the ground, to keep yourself feeling good. 222, love that. So take care of yourself this week. Definitely let yourself be in a more of a routine with the things that make you feel good. This isn't really the time to just like go with the flow too much. I feel like this is a time to be like, I know I need to go for a walk today. I know I need to meditate today. I know I need to journal today. Like whatever your practices are, making sure you're leaning into them prior to feeling like you need them. Okay. This. Okay. So I want to talk, I'm going to save that for last because it's kind of exciting, but I feel like they're pushing us to look into our masculine energy a bit. So masculine energy, if you do not identify with the masculine energy, you're like, no, that's not really for me. That's fine. I don't either. But this is about identifying our structures and our container and our routine and things that allow us to feel super empowered and free within feminine energy. If you identify with, ooh, gosh, I keep getting this like hot and cold flash. There's so much happening here. So remember that your structures and your routine and like your day-to-day are meant to make you feel safe within that flow. So if you don't have enough of that, it's about creating that for yourself so that you're able to flow more freely. Okay. Definitely drop into the meditation practices. Okay, there's a reason why it's a huge part of my mentorship. It's a huge part of Awaken and Align, my program for awakening your intuition, aligning with your highest self. There's a huge reason why this is a part of it, because if we cannot become still, we're not able to hear our intuition. We're not able to like really discern what's happening. We're not in tune with ourselves and grounded enough to receive that information. So dropping into meditation, okay, check out Awaken and Align if you are on a spiritual journey and you want to learn about the energetic systems and how to create a solid foundation. That's what that is for, okay? This week is about leaning into those tools, but there's a lot about our commitments. I feel like a lot of us are going to be receiving some type of news, material thing, abundance, windfall of wealth maybe, which sounds kind of wild and crazy, but I feel like there's something that's going to completely change the trajectory. Ooh, 444. Completely change the trajectory of our life. Okay. So like pay attention to how that comes in and also prepare, right? there's this kind of chaotic energy that could come up if we're not feeling like ready for it, even though this could be very, very good for us. So it's like, prepare yourself for the unknown, prepare yourself for the best case scenario, prepare yourself for, you know, like really positive shifts and big shifts, to happen in your life. And I think that that's really important that we prepare for. Again, why meditating, dropping into our spiritual practices, really becoming aligned and in tune with ourselves is really important this week, because we need to stay grounded for these big changes, for these big shifts, for these revealing information, for these big moments, maybe material things, maybe wealth, maybe changes in our life that are going to change the trajectory. We need to be ready to facilitate that change and welcome that change. So keep your feet on the ground, okay? If you are seeing this on the 22nd, join me on the 23rd at 10 a.m. Mountain Time on my IG. I'm going to be going live to do a collective reading and ritual for the full moon in Scorpio. You can also find it on my page after the fact, and you can also find it on my YouTube. But definitely join us. If you have not checked out my offerings, Awaken and Align, if you have not checked out my mentorship, please do. I'm going to be changing the structure of mentorship. Very excited about that. But stay tuned. Stay involved. Keep your feet on the ground. Stay meditated. And understand that the shifts that are happening right now are like, they're really for our own good. So trust this process.